Now what we have here is a Promark 50703 3.5 inch swivel bench vise. Now I couldn't find much information on Promark itself. The only thing I could find is this company, possibly made by them in New Zealand, but other than that I couldn't find anything else. As you can see, most of it's stuck. We're going to try to get it working today, and I plan on actually using this piece of equipment. First, we're going to take apart the fastener that holds the swivel tight. As you can see, how the base is now sideways is because someone drilled out the bolt that holds it centered for the entire time. So thanks for that, past person. You see we got a lot of corrosion right here. Come on, focus please. The bolt's pretty corroded, but we're going to use some Evapor-Rust to take care of that. As you can see, the base has quite a bit of surface rust on it. We'll take care of that. I'm not going to repaint it though. I'm just going to oil up the surface. Now the first thing what we want to do is disassemble everything completely to see how far we can get without having to use any grease or anything like that, or major force. As you can see, as I back this out, the vise doesn't go with it. Generally, well, always, that's because either the cotter pin or what we'll call the keeper isn't keeping that washer back onto it, and you see it's not moving. That piece of galvanized pipe is stuck inside of it, so we're going to try to loosen it up. Look at all that rust. That's where the bolt goes, by the way. Now we're going to start spraying some WD-40. This bolt hole actually goes to the bottom of the vise where it slides. You can use whatever chemical you want. I don't use WD-40 as a long-term solution, but for unseasoned stuff, man, it's cheap. It's what I use. You know, it's whatever. We're going to just try to spray it everywhere, and hopefully one of the crevices that we spray it in will get into the debris area and loosen up some of the rust so we can get it out. As you can see, some of the WD-40 has actually leaked through the other side, which tells us that there is some movement, or at least some passages. We're going to knock it out. Alright, so now we can get the pipe out. At least we know now that it's been loosened somewhat. So we're going to try to pull it. Now what we're going to try to do is break the cleats loose. Really didn't have a lot of luck with that. We can keep spraying and spraying, but it's not going to go anywhere. These things have been seized on for God knows how long. But to be honest, the cleats weren't in that bad of condition, and well, I plan on beating the piss out of them anyways, so we're just going to leave them on. Now we're going to use an angle grinder to try to take out a lot of the surface pits that were added over the years from use of hammers and things like that. And now we're going to clean it up a little bit before I take a wire wheel to it to try to get into a lot of the crevices. Now that we've got everything cleaned up, we're now at the stage where I need it to function. And this washer is what is supposed to sit on the screw, and as you back it out. But as you can see from that groove, the snap ring or whatever was there to hold it is no longer there. So we're just going to drill a pilot hole with a drill press. I'm going to use a punch to make it easier. We're going to oil up a bit, oil up the part, and get to drilling. Enjoy the sound. Now that we have the hole drilled for the cotter pin, the problem is now we need a cotter pin, but I don't have one, so we're going to make one out of baling wire. Any man knows that you can fix just about anything with baling wire. And yes, I know this isn't a permanent solution, but well, I got a lot of baling wire, so I'll just make another. Now that we have our pilot hole and our cotter pin, homemade, we're going to put it inside the hole, bend it into place to finally complete this vise. Well, besides mounting it on a steel table, which I will do a video of, maybe. Probably not. I don't know. As you can see, with the new cotter pin, it backs out just as it should. So this is pretty muchly done. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I actually do enjoy doing these restoration type videos, even though they're small to begin with. I am working on a few bigger things, but if you like the video, leave a like. I'd appreciate it. Thanks, guys.